The midterm elections are now just 20 days away. And one of the unfortunate byproducts of that is we're going to be seeing a lot more of this guy. And I know what you're thinking. How is it possible to see more Trump? Because, I mean, he's already on the news. He's doing rallies. He's tweeting. He shows up in my dream where I'm marrying J-Lo. But when I lift up the veil, it's actually Trump. And then I still go through with it because all our friends already flew out and I'm not, you know, gonna, like, lose the deposit. I'm not happy about it. But case in point, since just yesterday, the president has given not one, not five, but 3 separate interviews. Now, I don't know why I said it that way, but what's important is that President Trump has been sharing his thoughts on a variety of topics, including his favorite Chinese hoax, climate change.
Yesterday, when the Associated Press told him that scientists say it is nearing a point where this can't be reversed, Trump responded, no, some say that and some say differently. I mean, you have scientists on both sides of it. My uncle was a great professor at MIT for many years, Dr. John Trump, and I didn't talk to him about this particular subject, but I have a natural instinct for science.
Okay, that's interesting. Just in case you missed that, Trump says he doesn't believe in man-made climate change because his uncle was a scientist, and that means that Trump has a natural instinct for science. Now, he also says he never spoke to his uncle about climate change. He just has the science knowledge. You know, it's in his blood, right? Now, I think that's cholesterol, but that's not the point. Like, none of this makes any sense. Just because his uncle was good at science doesn't mean that Trump is good at science. That's not how it works. If a pilot has a heart attack, they're never like, is anyone on this plane related to a pilot? My cousin watched that Sully movie once. All right, you land the plane. So Trump doesn't believe in man-made climate change, and for the dumbest reason possible. But the question that everyone is really after this week is, does Trump believe Saudi Arabia was behind the disappearance and likely murder of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi? Right? And even as the evidence continues to pile up, Trump has seemed extremely reluctant to blame Saudi Arabia. Many people have suspected that it's because of money. And it turns out that Trump also suspects that it's because of money.
Don't forget, Saudi Arabia is our partner. They made the largest order in the history of our country for outside of our country, for weapons. So now people say, well, we want to have you end that order. Well, aren't we just hurting our own country? So we want to be smart. I don't want to give up a $110 billion order or whatever it is. It's the largest order ever given by an outside country, okay? And I don't want to give that up.
You know, say what you want about Trump, but he wears his moral bankruptcy on his sleeve. Like, he's straight up like, look, I know Saudi Arabia killed a dude, but we all about the Benjamins, yo. Yeah, these long ties don't buy themselves, folks. Because, in all honesty, other presidents have also had to make these types of calculations. But Trump is the only one who admits it. Like, I feel like if he was a doctor, he would be like, ma'am, we had to take your son off of life support. And be like, oh, no, it's because there was no hope left? No, my iPhone needed a charge. And I had this, don't tweet, I was waiting to send. And President Trump is so eager, he's so eager to protect his possible weapons order that not only has he said, despite evidence, that he believes Saudi Arabia's side of the story, he's also said that they are the real victims here.
And on the idea of trusting the Saudis, Trump said, quote, well, I think we have to find out what happened first. You know, here we go again with, you're guilty until proven innocent. I don't like that. We just went through that with Justice Kavanaugh, and he was innocent all the way.
Are you kidding me? Brett Kavanaugh? You're gonna bring Brett Kavanaugh into this? Like, I like how Trump's way of dealing with an extremely sensitive issue is to bring in another extremely sensitive issue. He's like, here to discuss school shooting, special guest speaker, Bill Cosby, everybody. Bill Cosby. Ooh, the kids with the guns and the boom, boom, bing. I mean, poor Supreme Court Justice for life, Brett Kavanaugh. He just got finished with one giant controversy, and now you're gonna drag him into another one? I mean, how do you feel about this, Brett?
I still like beer.
My man. But you know what's funny is, in a way, what Trump said captures the truth. In many ways, this is like the Kavanaugh situation. Trump says he wants to find out what happened, but in reality, he's already made up his mind. And you might be saying, oh, but Trevor, how do you know that the Saudi Arabians killed him? How do you know the Saudi Arabians killed him? You're not a detective, and that's true. But my uncle was a detective. So I've got it in my blood.